Hmm. Good morning. How are you today? Did you sleep well? Hmm. So our air conditioner was out yesterday, and right, we didn't have an air conditioner when I was a kid. How did I get so used to it? Anyway, in the middle of the night, it takes a while for the air conditioning to, do its job. So I am in the middle of the night, went down to the basement where it was deliciously cold. Ooh, I loved it. Huh. It's my habit in the morning to, write down the things I'm grateful for, to write down the things I've learned. So it's GROW, and then I add a UP, grow up. So gratitude, something I've realized about myself or just learned or read. Then there's an opportunity that I need to take advantage of, or else, I'll miss the chance. Then there's a win, and then there's something I'm praying for. Then there's a win. I said that already. And then somebody I'm uplifting, and then a prayer. Okay? Grow up. Now, I also read a section out of this, and it's surprising what this super old book can do to help me live this day today. So this is about Joshua, who's been told to go into the promised land. And he's got to cross a river. All right, so let's just say that in your days, okay, I got to get a bunch of stuff, I got to cross the river. You're going to look for a boat, maybe. Maybe you're going to look for a bridge. If you can't find either, how am I going to build a bridge? How am I going to build a boat? But he's a prayerful guy. And God says, well, just take the guys with the ark and just start walking across. Put their foot in the water. And that okay, but we didn't really talk about the boat part, though. What about the boat? And God doesn't give him advice on that, and so he says, okay, okay. And then they step into the river, and then the water stops flowing, and they walk all the way across, because God stopped the river from flowing, so they could walk across. Turns out, if that happens, you don't really need a boat or a bridge, because God stopped the water. It was sort of a replay of Moses walking into the Red Sea and then Joshua crossing the River Jordan. What does that have to do with today in 2026? Has God become weaker or less capable? No, he hasn't. So as you step into your day, there's going to be obstacles, maybe an actual river, probably more like somebody you got to talk to from, accounting, or you got to go have a meeting with this person, or you have this difficult conversation, or you have to face some sort of fear. And you're trying to figure out how you're going to manage that. Have you ever thought that God has already pre-managed that? That person, that difficult conversation, that worrisome diagnosis, that God has already been there ahead of you and is working in the hearts and minds of those you will face today. I mean, he certainly could. So, and if you are loved by him, and you are, why wouldn't he? So part of the equation in this time together with God in the morning is to recognize that he's doing his job and already has done his job. And your job is what? Well, it's to get your mind right, to quote Cool Hand Luke, and pray for the day, and walk into the day with confidence regardless of the obstacles, because you have got an awesome preparer for you. Well, that's maybe you already know all that, but maybe you never did think about that. If you haven't thought about it, please do. Please do. And be thankful too, because sometimes when the good things happen, we just rush on and don't stop to thank the one who provided that. So, also something to add. Anyway, I'm Jeff Gould, America's Storyteller. Probably should have told you that earlier. I post on this every single day. Not a lot of people watch it, but a surprising number of people do. And it's because, like me, they recognize the power of starting the day in honesty, in silence, and in preparation. There's another video right there. Until we meet, God bless.